So we're back at Ramesh's store. Last time we were here, he was going through his refurbishment. The builders, the electricians and the shop fitters have now gone and the store's opening. As you can see, it's much brighter and more inviting to shoppers. It's a completely different store. We're going to take a look inside and see what's changed and see the impact. So as you can see, the store has been transformed. Wider aisles and more fresh food and low-level gondolas at the front of the store allow the shopper to see right the way across the store, including the post office, which is also drawing more shoppers in.
Well, it's much better than the old shop. It's much bigger, more airy, spacious, and obviously you've got the post office here.
And the presence of a post office draws shoppers further into the store, making better use of the space. For instance, double the number of shoppers now visit the back of the store.
I think it's still early days for the business because I believe that when you do a store development, that's the start of the journey. Fortunately, we've seen an uplift in sales. We've seen a 20% uplift in sales, which is what we had actually budgeted for. And the reason for that budget was that we've got the introduction of the post office, which brings in a great footfall. We've increased the space in the store by another 30%. So, those were, if you like, sales rises that we needed to see immediately anyway, because that was part and parcel of the investment. But we feel there is still a lot more opportunity, which is something that we're working with Unilever and partners for growth.
The new store is much bigger and there's much more space than the old one, so it makes it much easier for people with pushchairs and wheelchairs and things to get around it. Consequently, people are now coming in and browsing and buying a wider variety of goods compared to before.
I think shopper missions has been a really key part of the store development and the design of the store. We did a lot of work with Unilever and Partners for Growth, where they came in, did a shopper tracker for us, gave us an idea of what the customer flow was like through the shop and the shopper missions, and we used that to actually design the new store. In the old shop, it used to be very much convenience-based, and 75% of the front of the shop was what used to get shopped on a regular basis. Now, I think there's a much more balanced spread of shoppers and shopper movement around the shop, which I think is actually really sort of an accolade to sort of the shopper mission-based advice that we had from Partners for Growth.
It doesn't feel like your ordinary corner shop anymore. It's more on a par with other major supermarkets.
You get a very friendly service when you come in here.
Well, the whole ambience of the place and just the space, staff, the selection, more of a selection.
Everything you need. If you need something for quick for tea, you can get your veg, you can get your meat, you can get dessert if you want to. You've got the post office. You can just do so many things.
I think the impact on basket spend is because with the new layout of the store, obviously greater investment in fresh and chilled, much more range. We've seen an uplift in basket spend. It's gone up by about 40 to 45 pence on average per week. So we are probably just under the £6 mark, and this doesn't include its services. So just under the £6 mark, just on purely the convenience offering. I think now becomes the real challenge in terms of growing our sales, and I just see that we've actually got to the starting point on there. Huge opportunities where we're looking to actually draw a lot more footfall in the shop, and our challenge is to actually translate those additional footfall into retail sales as well.
As you can see, the store's been transformed. Right from the outside, the store looks fresher and cleaner and far more engaging for shoppers to enter. Inside the store, the layout is much more aligned to shopper missions, with lower gondolas and fresh food at the front of the store. The lower gondolas allow shoppers to see right the way to the back of the store, including the post office, which has also drawn shoppers in. So not only has the new store improved the shopping experience and put his store at the heart of the community, it's also improved his business at the same time.